It's Blake's Buzz Live. Buzz, 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 buzz. It's Blake's Buzz Live. Buzz, 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 buzz. It's Blake's Buzz Live. Hate less, read comics. It's Blake's Buzz Live.
Buzz, buzz, babies.
Hey, buzz, buzz, babies, it's Wednesday. I hope all of you got some wonderful books at the shop. Because there's great, did you know that there's amazing comic books that come out every week? There sure is! Huh, I hope you pre-ordered them. Anyway, we got a real cool show tonight. I have an awesome panel that's going to guide me through an interesting event that is happening in my life that I'm really stoked to talk about. But before we do that, we have to talk about, we have to talk about some advertisements. Because we have some really cool people that pay for me to get on this microphone and yell at people, like Michael Gecko Adams, who has an awesome book called Hero, out from Keenspot. It's hilarious. I love Michael's art. It's amazing. You can get it from your local comic shop, but if for some reason you can't, it's still widely available, but you can hit up the Keenspot shop and snag yourself a copy if you need to. Guess what? Links are in the description. Isn't that amazing? It's super amazing. You can also go to geckoadams.com. Follow Michael there. He's super great people, does awesome comics. Really, really like the guy. Another person I really like is Joe Pruitt. And guess what? Oh my God! Negative Burn is extended. Can you believe it? I can't. Oh goodness. There are so many artists involved in this campaign. I'm not going to mention them because I'm a bad host. What I want you to do is use that link in the description, or I didn't leave this up long enough. Use that QR code. Check out this website. Go to Zoop. It's amazing. There's so many awesome. It's historical. Great people involved. Cool stuff. We're working really hard at Prana on some really cool stuff. One other thing we're working on, I'm working on, this is, my buddy Richard Morgan is live with Blam and Glam. It's sexy sci-fi dystopia, and it's live on Kickstarter right now. He paints. I love how he paints, and he always finds really cool indie artists to kind of showcase in these campaigns. I really love that. It's sold out in 2 minutes. Guess what? If you've never heard of the campaign before, there's 13 issues. There's a lot. You can go to click that link in the description, read the first issue for free. That's how cool that is, right? So go check out that Kickstarter. You know what's fun? Supporting indie comics. You know what else is fun? Signing up for Comics the Magazine's newsletter. Oh, goodness. Have you done this yet? Have you heard of Comics the Magazine yet? Damn right you have, because it's amazing. And we sold 100,000 copies. We sold 100,000 copies of Comics the Magazine. My God. Whew. Wow. Hi, you guys ready to talk some comics? All right, let's bring out some, I built an amazing, wonderful, awesome panel tonight that is just like full of experts, amazing, awesome people that know so much more than me. I'm so excited to like be a little brain sponge tonight, right? Not a brain worm, a brain sponge. Okay. We're not going there. All right. Let's do, who are we bringing out first? This is the fun game that I like. All right. Here we go. This person, I met all these people at work, by the way. This person is the owner of Comics Place and one of the data masters who brought all of comics retail, the comic shop assistant. Let's get this dude out, Mr. Django Boren!
Oh, hey.
Wow,
oh, hi.
Stop! Sorry. Wow, how you doing? What's up?
Man, do I have to yell too?
You can.
I don't want to.
All right, this is fine.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, I'll be Cheech, you be Chung, or is it the other way around?
You know what?
I'll be Robin, you be Batman.
Let's do, yeah, or Cheech. We're going to be in California, right? No. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to talk about ComicsPRO.
Me too. I am. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm nervous. We've been in all these meetings, and I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. But yeah, I'm stoked to talk. You did a lot of cool stuff. Worked with Bink, the scholarship. So stoked to talk about a little bit more of that, but not yet. So we have a whole bunch of people I got to bring out. I
bring
can't just sit here and talk to you, Django. I'd love
the rest
to.
of the Justice League.
Yeah, we got to get him out. We got to get out. Who's next? Who's next? All right. Oh, we got an award-winning librarian next, folks. Can you believe that? A library person came on my show. That means we're real. All right. God damn it. All right. I will flub this. I always flub my intros. All right. An award-winning librarian and the director of collection development and publisher relations at Library Pass. Let's get around here, Mr. Moni Barrett. What is up?
I love this. Are there like certain throat exercises that we need to do to like get the yelling going? Because usually I'm like, shh, that's the librarian thing to do. So.
Oh, I didn't think. Is yelling triggering? You're like, no.
Hell no. I was always the one that like led the kids with the loud instruments through the library, even in the quiet sections. I love this for all of us.
I always remember as a kid, and maybe why I am the way I am today, but like in grade school, it was always like 6-inch voices, everybody. It was like, 6 inches. And then, 6 inches. So like you shouldn't hear a voice beyond, 6 inches. What? I'm just realizing 6-inch voices when I was a kid, 6 feet rule at COVID. There's a conspiracy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Moni, I'm so stoked. Another person I know from work. You've been on Comic Industry Insiders, doing lots of cool stuff. Working with any work you can do with libraries and helping put books in people's hands when the world is trying to take them away. It seems that's just real hero shit, and I'm really stoked to have you on. And as we mentioned in the green room, also my first ComicsPRO, and this is your first ComicsPRO.
Yes, so I'm excited to hear from the rest of our guests because I definitely know very little, but I'm excited to learn.
Right? Yes, I keep telling people that. I'm like, guys, I don't know anything, and then they hire me or ask me to do. It's weird. It's weird. Speaking of the guy who hired me, that's probably what he wanted to hear too. Like, oh, cool. This guy doesn't know how to do anything. This person produces everything on the internet, I'm pretty sure, including about 1.5 million shows over on the EXP, which some of you might be watching right now. What's up? The producer himself, Mr. Kyle Northrup. Hey. I love that you brought your towel.
Always bring your towel.
Always bring your towel. You've had quite
How long do I have to keep this bit up?
Hopefully not long, because it's hard to hear.
Okay, good.
That was for 6 inches, and you're good.
Yeah.
That was starting to bug me. Yeah, no.
What's up? What's up? You've had a long day. You're prepping for everything. Everything.
I've worked 60 hours already this week on ComicsPRO.
Wowzers.
That doesn't count the experience, which is another 20 or so. And I've got another 40 to do this week for the experience. So I'm already tired. I have an eye twitch right here. And I need some of whatever Blake is on. Otherwise, I'm just going to fall out of this chair.
Real talk, I pop 2 green tea extracts a half hour ago. I don't drink coffee. I drink... I switched to, they don't sponsor the show. Would have loved it a while back. I used to drink a lot of G Fuel. And then I heard that it wasn't good for you, I guess. And, especially the amounts I would drink of it. Sometimes I wouldn't even mix it with the water. I would just snort it. That's a joke. But it's just mainline it. Anyway, but it was sugar free and I like pink lemonade and it made me snappy. But anyway, I started trying this green tea extract. But yeah, long story short, just took a couple green tea extracts. And I'm just fucking excited about comics. No, dude, I was stoked to have you back on the show, and I'm really stoked to hang out, and I feel like we'll probably get tired of each other next week, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's all good times, good cop, bad cop, and whatever we got to do.
The reality is the people I will get tired of are the people whose names everyone here knows, but nobody wants to say on the internet for fear of getting in trouble with those people. And, the animal that maybe goes like this, that has, that shape like this, and is litigious. Anyway.
All right, well, don't go tearing your antlers off yet, because we still got people to bring out. Can you believe I haven't even brought all the guests out yet? Why are people leaving comments in the show chat? You know that confuses me. Okay. It takes a butterfly to throw me off the rails. It's super. Who are we bringing out next? I've been wanting to bring this guy out for a while. This man is coming to America, and we're so mother buzzing excited. He does manage comics. He's not a POS. And I just really like this guy. His name's Brian Garside. He's my friend from work. Let's hear it, folks.
Blake, I think I see you more often than I see my family at this point. Seriously.
We do see each other a lot. It's we've become it's all the Prana family now.
It really is, yeah.
The extended Prana family with now there's like a data. There's some kind of data unity going on in the background. I don't know. I just keep putting you guys' logos on stuff.
Can we grab Blake a Red Bull real quick? Because his energy's kind of
I just got to say, he's coming to America. Is everything I do not to start singing like Neil Diamond? And nobody wants that until karaoke night at ComicsPRO.
There you go.
Oh, I've heard.
Even then, they don't want it.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Well, actually, this person we're going to bring out shortly has mentioned that karaoke tends to happen a lot, and I got kicked out of a band when I was in college because I couldn't sing, but I wrote really good lyrics. They like kicked me out, and they were like, "We'd love it if you keep writing our songs," and I was like, "No," and I went home. This is so emo. You guys want to hear a sad story about Blake? Yeah, you do. I go home and I took because I used to write in a journal. I used to believe like everything poetic and creative had to be handwritten because I was a tool. And so like I tore all the pages out of my journals and set them on fire in my front yard and like just watched all my work burn. Speaking of work burning, ours would absolutely burn the fuck down without this amazing person. She's the ops manager of Prana, the ops manager of Comics the Magazine, and nothing gets done without Megan Mother Buzzin' Marsden! Let's go!
I'm so sad we missed your Midwest emo phase. Like, we need to revive this somehow. Like, get you a is Zanga still a thing? Zanga? Get you a live journal again? Like, please, can we have Blake's Buzz the live journal edition? Because this is what we need for comics.
You go to before I brought my show back, I did try reading some poetry on YouTube. It's recently. You can go. Well, probably shouldn't have said that.
Hey Siri.
No one watched it till I mentioned.
Should we do a DNA test to see if you and Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy are like cousins? Because this is giving Chicago 2006 emo right now.
Oh, I'm so glad you came on the show tonight, mate. No, I'm kidding. I'm so awesome. I was actually really stoked because Megan, like, a lot of times when I'm like, Megan is a good calmer downer. And so it's like a lot of times at work, I'll be like, and she's like, hey, here's a picture of a dog. And so like, and so I was, I always think no one likes me because I'm weird. And so when I was like telling her about the show, and Megan was like, oh, I'll come on. I was like, you want to come on my show? I was like, well, fuck yeah. So anyway, I'm stoked.
I always want to come on to things. We just have a very busy Tuesday afternoon show, which usually also happens during a Tuesday afternoon email rush when everyone takes their green tea extract and does 87 emails at the same time.
All right, we have one more, and I don't want to say saved the best for last, but with what we're talking about tonight, this person's title, it just is it really is like it's the X that marks the spot, if you will, on this wonderful comic book treasure map that I've assembled. And if I could just get my notes to come up real quick. All right, this is great. Let's get the levels right. All right, our final guest is a really cool person, another amazing comics personality that I've met doing the amazing work I'm doing at Prana with everybody. They own Bat City Comic Professionals, and get this, folks, the vice president of comics education at ComicsPRO. Let's get him out here. Shannon live on Blake's Buzz. Whoa, chill. How you doing?
Hello, hi.
We got it out. We got everybody out. I'm so stoked, Shannon. Thank you. And you had to deal with us just yesterday, such a long time ago. Thanks for dealing with us again.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me out. I mean, I will gladly be on the internet with Brian anytime I'm invited.
That's so sweet.
But yeah, it's so exciting. I am so excited to get to spend some time with y'all, all in this really calm, quiet environment for all of the loud craziness of next week.
Yeah, what's fun is Joe and Adam have both mentioned how, like, because they've been on my show a couple times now, and in meetings, I'm often like pretty quiet in meetings, and I'm just like, this might be good, maybe.
Hey guys,
and
you considered this?
Yeah, and then like I get a microphone in my hand, and I'm like, hey, comics, let's go! And it's anyway, it's just sometimes you just gotta
For the record, as loud as Blake is, Shannon is infinitely louder at karaoke.
That is true. That is dead true. Yeah,
I've seen her break stuff.
There is. When they turn it up to 11 in Spinal Tap, Shannon found the next several knobs beyond that.
So she turned it up to 11. It goes up. Shannon goes up to 11.
At least.
No one's seen that movie. All right, cool.
Blake,
cool.
half of the things I say are quotes from Spinal Tap, and the other half are from Princess Bride. So yeah.
All right, before we start talking ComicsPRO, we got some comments in the comic chat. There we go. We got Mr. John Westhoff of Part Time. I love that guy. You guys should check out Part Time Comics. I believe old Johnny Boy's got a Kickstarter going on right now, and he's in the direct market. You can get Drumsticks of Doom at your local comic shop, and I highly encourage you to do so because that book is awesome. JD, what's up, dude? I am so stoked. Thank you. If no one feeds me hot dogs next week, I will throw a fit. I will throw myself on the ground and flail like a child and kick my stubby little legs and scream. I will do it.
I have to do a Costco run, so $1.50 hot dog and a drink in your future. Buddy.
Those are my favorite. Those are the ultimate dogs, sir.
Me.
Mr. T. James says, I am on an incredible sugar high. Yes, it's the love of comics. It really is. That's all it is. Christy, what's up? Libraries are the best. Totally agree. What's happening? We got Kyle Sluggish Energy. Wow. I didn't even. Maybe I should read these before I pull them up.
So, Hydrosylum is Jay. Hydrosylum, that's Jay. He's just pissed I'm taking you to ComicsPRO and not him.
Oh yeah. I think everybody's mad about that. They wanted someone prettier. That's what I heard. Gabe Yoakum, who's another great Comics Prana employee, cool guy who is beardless right now. Wife librarian. I knew she was cool. You guys, I don't know who you're talking about. All right,
We'll tell you off air.
Tommy the Pro. Oh, what's up, Tommy? What's up, dude? I think Tommy subscribed to my YouTube channel today. That was pretty cool. Who are these people? Is this the same? Is
That's
this
me.
you?
That's me.
I can't. You're wasting my time, Brian Garside. All right. Sorry, Brian ruined comments for everybody. Sorry, chat.
Everybody run laps.
We're 19 minutes in, Kyle. We've not asked a single question. So let's get going.
We're on good time, sir. All right. So we are here to talk ComicsPRO. And I think one of the best questions to just kind of kick it off, and stealing from my other show, because much like the DARE classes I took as a child, it seems the slogan for ComicsPRO is just say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I might have got that backwards, but but that seems to be the deal, though. Is just everybody say yes. If someone invites you, do it. If someone says, "Hey, can you do this?" Do it. If someone's like, "Can you go here?" Do it. So that seems to be like the main advice, right? Say yes. Don't sit by yourself. Take or try and find a seat. But the people that have been to ComicsPRO, what is something that like you wished you would have done differently your first time? And I'm just gonna start with the VP of Awesomeness, Shannon. So like, let's kick this off. Like it took you 2 years to start running the show or so, right? Like, so what do you wish you could have done it in a year? I guess. Or what is your biggest regret?
Honestly, I think for me, the first year I went was such a weird thing because there was an opening activity. Todd McDevitt from New Dimension Comics, who is a riot and a half. He does like a brewery tour and things and all kinds of fun stuff. And the first year I went, I actually showed up a little bit late on that Wednesday, like for the brewery tour, and I was really excited about it. And I was so late. I thought I wasn't going to get to go, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. And Brennan Boyle was like, hey, I'm going to. I'll walk with you. We can go find it. And so we got to this brewery, and as we get there, it's the first one of the stop of the walking tour that Todd's arranged, and they're about to leave, and Todd's like, hey, who are you? And I was like, oh, I'm Shannon. It's nice to meet you. And he's like, great, we're leaving. I'm going to round up all these people, but I got to make sure everybody checks out. So how'd you get here? And I was like, I walked. And he was like, so you could find the place on your GPS? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, cool, you're in charge now. Take everybody to the next spot. Tell them nice things about Pittsburgh along the way. So really, I guess the thing I wish I would have done the first year was prepare for the city I was going to be in, because I suddenly became a tour guide for Pittsburgh. So, that would have been, I only know 3 facts about Pittsburgh, and they got all 3 of them on the way. But it was really, for me, I think just like knowing like it is hit the ground running. Really, for my first year, I wish I would have known that, like, hey, by the way, like the second you walk out of your hotel room, you're here. You're at the thing. It's time to go. And you're going to make a friend within that 30 seconds from your room to the elevator. And it's going to be go from there. And I think had I been more prepared for that, I would have worn different shoes. But awesome.
So like wear con shoes, wear like be on your feet a lot shoes.
Like you're gonna be on your feet a lot. You're gonna be sitting down a lot too for the presentation. So bring like a hoodie, but also especially in that hotel, for the hotel this year, bring a hoodie because it is the Arctic tundra in that presentation room. But wear comfy shoes because you never know when you're gonna be asked to like go from one place to the next, when you're gonna suddenly find somebody's gonna ask you if you want to go to In-N-Out a mile away, and you're gonna be like, yeah, and there's not gonna be time to go switch. So, be comfortable, wear comfortable clothes, wear comfortable shoes. Just treat it like it's any other con in that you want to be comfortable because the sitting, the standing, the moving about, you want to be ready to go for whatever's going on.
Nice. All right. Brian, what about you, sir? What's something you wish you would have done differently on your first ComicsPRO?
I never have regrets, Kyle. I just don't believe in regrets.
That's fine.
No, I don't. Gosh, I don't know.
There's a regret for you. I called the show.
You called Blake Kyle twice.
It's the hats.
Maybe
you guys got the hat and the beard.
Yeah, well,
the glasses.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. My first one was actually Shannon's first ComicsPRO, and everybody thought I had been there multiple times. I wish I would have recognized the great gag that Django pulled on me when we first met for the first time, but I didn't even. I no-sold it because I didn't know what was going on. You tell them what your gag was.
I spent all day with hot pads in my jacket pocket to make my hands really sweaty and gross for when I shook Brian's hand the first time.
So now think about this. You've never met
was
somebody.
Brian just too nice to like say anything? He was like, oh.
I think we were both just too excited to see each other.
And you've never met somebody, and your first interaction with them is like a wet hand, and you're like, well, maybe he's just got a problem. You're not going to say anything. Also, I'm Canadian, and genetically, I can't say anything about it. So I'd just be like, well, he's got moist hands. All right.
Nice guy. His hands are kind of wet.
Yeah. No, it was, yeah. I mean, I always jump around to different tables. I've always done that like my whole life. I just like to, jump in and talk to people and see what's what. They're your people. Like if you're not comfortable in that room with your people, you're never going to be comfortable. So just realize they're all your people and just be with them.
Nice. Like looking at everybody naked when you're doing a public speech.
No, Blake, we don't look at people as if they're naked. We don't do that. That is something we do not do. No, not that, but everything else you said was fine.
This is why we got the panel together, so that I didn't do the mistakes.
Yeah.
Could you
So
imagine
lucky
what?
Brian's
Could
here.
you imagine what these
don't do
panels would be like if I would have went that route and just like tried to universalize this
Like now,
through nudity?
you're
That would've
looking
been
at
terrible.
everyone naked whenever I. Oh, no,
But you're looking them in the
ruined
eye.
ComicsPRO. You've ruined ComicsPRO.
That sounds right. That sounds about right. All right, speaking of ruining ComicsPRO, Mr. Sweaty Palms himself, what's something you wish you would have done differently your first outing?
Man, we walked in a little bit late on the first day. My business partner and I walked in, and Joe Murray was shouting at DC. And walking into that with no context for who he was or who Dan Didio was or anything like that was a trip. And I would say I wish I'd showed up earlier that day, so I had a little bit of context before that. And ever since then, we've arrived a day or two beforehand, so we can kind of get the lay of the hotel and the town, and do some of the touristy stuff before we're committed from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. For the rest of the week. And then also just like walking up and saying, "Hi, I'm Django," and talking to as many people as possible, because everybody in that room, they know something that you don't know, and they're happy to share it.
Now, would you when you hey, I'm Django to everybody, is this normal palm Django, or is this greased palm Django?
This is normal
Like
palm Django.
Okay.
Unless it's Brian Garside for the first time.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I'm also meeting Brian for the first time, so like I was thinking like I should just get like a full latex bodysuit. Like those that's just it traps the moisture and everything. Like or I like wear a trash bag like the wrestlers used to.
Yeah, and make sure you put your thumb inside of his shaking hand too when you do it.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. Do that. That's not creepy at all, Django.
Megan, did something profound cross your mind when you first went to ComicsPRO? When you left and you were like, "Man, that guy had sweaty ass palms, and I wish I would have done this differently." Anything like that?
I don't think I met Django my first year. I unfortunately didn't get a moist towel out of a handshake, but I go with vendors. The first time I went and the second time I went, I was with one publisher, and it's not all business. Like, you are your own person outside of your organization. So don't be scared to say, like, "I like your shirt. How was your day?" And don't just be like, "I have a book. It's really cool. We have awards." I am nothing except my company, because you aren't.
Yeah.
And it's really important that you remember that you're a whole person as well, and that you're there also to have fun and interact with people. Like, I'm pretty sure I was terrified of Shannon, because I was like, "Oh, she's really smart. Like, she knows what she controls the room. Like, she is saying hi to everybody." And I'm just sitting like, I am but a lowly vendor. But just that, and don't be, like everyone's already said, don't be afraid to say yes to things. There's times where I've been like, I hear things like, "Oh yeah, we did this." I was like, "I didn't. Oh, that's right. I said I had to be responsible." And try to hit that East Coast bedtime. And that just, it's not so much the fear of missing out. It's just, you're not fully taking it in and participating when you're outside of the hall. And when you're sitting in meetings, please turn your cell phone off, because last year I'm pretty sure there was a pretty poignant moment in somebody's presentation and then a duck started quacking,
I remember that.
and then
I
everyone
still have
lost
the
it.
video clip.
Yep.
Oh no.
It was this really serious presentation that quack, 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 quack. And you could hear the snorts happening because you've got 100+ adults that are trying to hold it together, which makes it worse. And don't be afraid to laugh if somebody like Chip Zdarsky comes up and starts talking about polyamory in his presentation and make a gag, because
This presentation was so funny.
I was sitting next to somebody who thought he was dead serious. So the pearl clutching, and I'm sitting there trying not to cry from laughing. I'm like, this guy's, he's killing it. He's rolling in the room. And the best part is, if you watch the ComicsPRO version, you get no audio of the audience laughing. So it's and then you watch the video that I took for him because he wanted to see how it went, and you get the jokes and you hear the crowd. He's like, I can never watch this version ever again because it sounds like none of my jokes hit. So you're there to have fun. You're more than your company, and say yes. Don't be scared to be yourself.
Yeah.
In a room full of other comics nerds.
And if you're in the lobby and a bunch of people are getting together to go to dinner, and you end up at one of your direct competitors' dinner with their vendors, you just roll with it, right, Django? It's fine.
Been there, done that. Let's go.
I have to say, like, two things to Megan's thing. One, oh my gosh, please don't ever be afraid of me. I'm one of the biggest nerds in the room. If you see me and I'm running around, you stop me and be like, oh my God, I have to tell you something. And if I'm like, okay, it's not that I don't like you, it's just that something's on fire in another room and I'm trying to
Literally
not lose it from the fire that's happening. Kyle and I will be the ones dealing with that. But no, seriously, come talk, don't be scared. But the other thing is, Megan said, remember that you're a real person outside of your company. I will let you in on a secret, and Django and Brian can back me up on this. We'll buy more of your books if we like you as a human.
100%.
If you are a real person who's fun and exciting and we love hanging out with you, we're gonna order more of your books anyway. So more than telling us about your books, just let us know how cool you are, because people buy people, and we will definitely be supporting you a lot if we like you as people.
Awesome. Well, that's good to know. Poor to know if you have a shit personality, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Producer Kyle, as you've worked, have you always worked these like you're working to this extent this year?
No. So my first ComicsPRO was the first ComicsPRO back in person after COVID. Like my first in-person ComicsPRO. So it was first year in Pittsburgh. I had done 2 years of COVID, 3 years of COVID ComicsPROs, whatever that had been. It feels weird to try and figure that out. But I come from something that I know Megan knows pretty well, and I know Django knows pretty well. And I don't remember Brian or Shannon, but the Diamond Retailer Summit days. Mm-hmm. So the mess of sit at a different table, don't get too drunk at dinner, some of that kind of stuff. Like, I knew that going in. So my thing I wish I had known going into my first in-person ComicsPRO was, don't agree to work. Show up and do ComicsPRO instead of work the whole time. And because I didn't know what I was getting into that first year, I didn't do things like, hey, Marco, can I get a roundtable designation? Hey, can I get my retailer side of me doing stuff? So it's not just the Kyle who's in the room waiting for publishers who don't understand deadlines to turn in their presentations all the time. Like, I am still that guy, but I also get to go do some roundtables and talk to publishers and talk to vendors that I need to talk to about, again, for the last 2 years or the last 3 years, I've been an online only retailer who works in a local comic shop. Well, but who works in a local comic shop a couple days a week to help out. Well, guess what? I'm like 6 weeks away from signing a lease on my new brick and mortar. So it's
Nice.
Kyle the retailer again.
You mentioned that not long ago. That's awesome, dude.
Jealous,
So it's
Brian?
one of those like, hey, here's the
Someday I'll
thing.
be a
Here's
real
what's
boy.
great about it. Here's the dirty little secret, and I'll say it here in front of Shannon so she can not let me be a member of ComicsPRO in the future. The only reason I'm opening a brick and mortar is so people can bring me collections.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have almost no desire to sell new issues out of a door. I want someplace where people can bring me old stuff.
Honestly,
Like,
the only
but
reason
I
I
will
want brick
sell
and
new
mortar is
issues.
so I can have an office again. Like that's literally.
Well, that too, right?
Wait, you get an office if you have a brick and mortar? Somebody'd like
Oh,
to.
I will. I will.
That's
I'm
so
not
wrong.
building the kind of brick and mortar you people have.
Right. My home theater room needs to like be a home theater room and not just a comic storage facility anymore. For the overflow from the warehouse. I'm getting a spot just because this is getting obscene. But no, it's so the thing would be, my note would be, take advantage of the opportunities to broaden your knowledge base, not just broaden your I went to a restaurant with these really cool people base. Like put yourself in a position to come away smarter than you were when you went in, because you're gonna kill as many brain cells as you gain with the other activities.
The hot dog.
I agree with you, but for me, it's been the people I've met that have made more of an impact, and the things that are happening at the thing are super awesome. But the vast majority of like quote unquote presentations you see are things that you could read online and be almost as in the know. But it's like, it's those connections with the people. It's like, getting to know Chip Mosier from me, getting to know Jen Haynes, who lives an hour away from me. Like, those things are the things that are kind of transient and lasted longer than the show. So I think you got to do a balance of both, because it's the meetings that happen in the hallways. Like, that's the only reason I go to ComicsPRO, is because those meetings that happen in the hallways literally don't happen in any other event that I go to all year. And those are the most important things for me.
That's kind of what I mean, right? Is like, I spent the first year in the presentation room all day.
Yep.
Like, just working. I learned after that, don't just work. Go and do other stuff. Sit at the bar, convince Dinesh from Bad Idea to buy you chicken wings. Whatever it takes to learn something you didn't know before, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's even if it's not at the roundtables or at the panel discussions or that, because don't just sit in the room and be like, okay, when am I getting my presentations?
Nice. Speaking of Tommy, Tommy says shout out to you, Kyle. That's and we got I was speaking of when you guys said talking about buying buying comics because of how awesome people are when you meet them. Tommy agrees he started buying Bad Idea because how awesome Sienna. I'm not sure who Sienna is, but Tommy seems pretty cool. So
Sienna Fallon is the marketing director, I think, at Bad Idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are a delight.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll like Sienna.
I do want to go. We've talked about a little bit about like what some of you wish you would have done differently, and now I want to bounce it over to Moni, because like Moni, we mentioned this is your first time. So after hearing all these stories, other than Shannon, what terrifies you the most of ComicsPRO?
Apparently.
So she's not scared of me.
First of all, the first time I ever met you, you were the coolest person in the room, and I was the one in the red dress, and you were the coolest person. So you did. But also, clammy hands, moist hands. That's terrifying.
That's me.
So, and that's my takeaways so far have been like, be yourself, have clammy hands, wear latex, drink. Is what I thought I heard there. I've been taking some notes. Wear a hoodie and good shoes on top of the latex, I think.
Yes.
Hydrate.
I am not a night owl, and while you guys will be in the California and my time zone, this all night stuff is a little spooky for the librarian who has to get up and do the good girl stuff in the morning. So
You can do anything for 3 days.
Yeah. YOLO, right? Like we'll sleep when we're dead. So it's karaoke. Like, what else? There's like after parties. There's a signing. Like, what's the night track look like?
It's like, ooh, I guess that's me. So there is a lot of things. There's stuff that's like actually on the schedule, and then there's stuff that's not on the schedule. And I'm gonna try to do this with only the stuff that's been announced, because I will say there's even more to come. There is Wednesday night, which is opening night. There is a creator exhibit hall where creators are going to be available to sign their books. There's a ton. I know I can, a lot of them are coming. I know I can say there's going to be a bonus Jonas will be there, and a bunch of other cool creators, but we'll have that going on. And then immediately after that, there is the opening night reception sponsored by IDW and Oni Press, which is going to be really cool. There's a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen at that. Thursday night, immediately after the conference, there is going to be like dinner on your own, which usually a lot of publishers will, send out invites. Retailers will go to lunch, dinner with you, things like that. You can like kind of find a group to go with. But then there is quite a few different parties that are going on. So if you are going, you can see in the Hoover app, there's going to be a couple different parties already listed in the convention party app, or the convention app that has the parties for Thursday night. I believe We Love Comics is coming back, which last year that was a bunch of creators getting together at a brewery and throwing a party for us. And it had the best menu of any party ever, because it was burgers, pizza, chicken nuggets, french fries, and all you can eat mozzarella sticks. So I don't know how nobody else has like pegged that is like the menu we want, but they nailed it. Ignition.
I got so sick. I ate so many mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks, and that's all we've talked about. People are like, "How was ComicsPRO last year?" And I'm still to this day like, "Oh my god, you have to go to the party with the unlimited mozzarella sticks." We just did Comic-Con the cruise, and everybody was like, "How was it?" I was like, "I mean, it wasn't like Rosenberg's party where there was unlimited mozzarella sticks, but like it was fun, you know." That's still the benchmark that I compare all things to. But Ignition's gonna have a party. There's a couple other parties that are happening that night as well. Friday night there is the auction, so there'll still be like dinner. You can do dinner with retailers, you can do dinner with publishers, but there is the auction, and the auction is the party. That is the place. It is a auction that benefits Bink, which is such a wonderful charity that supports booksellers and both the comic and the prose industries, and it is so awesome. Everybody brings the wildest, craziest stuff. People get dressed up. Moni, this is the night to wear those dresses that you love to wear. You get all kinds of dressed up, and the Yin and Kadancha are co-sponsoring the party this year, and so they are sponsoring the bar. It's going to be awesome. It gets wild. Last year, somebody brought a bunch of like props out of one of their like back rooms, and everybody started wearing costume props the whole time. After that, there is a unsanctioned karaoke that happens. It's an unofficial official thing.
Which I stumbled into at 3:00 in the morning, and it was still going on. And like, I left.
Brian, it went for this many more hours after you left.
It was insane.
At 2:00 in the morning, I went to Charles and was like, "Look, I gotta go, but I really wanna sing before I go, but we have the board announcements and everything are at 8:00 in the morning. I've got to be there for that. Do you think I can get in anytime soon? Like, I'm on the list. Do you think I can get in? And he's like, "What is your song?" And I was like, "Break Stuff." And he was like, "The Limp Bizkit song." I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You're up next." And I was like, okay, so I was like, "Cool, thank you, let me sing." And then that is the night, like you said, like it goes anywhere from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. It goes till people stop wanting to sing, honestly, or the hotel shuts us down. And there's things going on outside of that. Like people go to different clubs, they'll go to party places, they'll just go to restaurants, people will sit outside and hang out. The people sit in the lobby, like you can find a friend and something to do, but there is scheduled stuff. And then Saturday, after the conference ends, there's going to be probably we usually do a comic shop tour, so there's probably going to be something similar to that that's to come. But Revenge of is hosting a party with Kyle Higgins for the 5-year anniversary of the Massive Verse in Radiant Black.
Wow.
Which I'm still, again, I'm going to say it every time. I cannot believe it's been 5 years since Radiant Black
Time
came
so fast.
out. It's insane.
Wow.
If you've never been to Revenge of, it's worth the go to the party just to go to their awesome event space and see what they've created. That store it's such a cool concept, and it's such a fun facility, and those guys know how to throw a party. So yeah,
Badass.
there's something every day.
That's a coincidence. There's a humble bundle right now of like I snagged it because I've read like volume 1 of Radiant Black, but I was doing press for a while, and so it was like you read the new number 1s, and you know it's just, and then like now I work in the industry, so you don't get to you read even less comics, it feels like. But long story short, I've wanted to get back to it because it's still going. There's obviously something to it, right?
Out this week.
But yeah, so you can get a humble bundle for everything for $18, and there's a party too. That's interesting. They're both happening simultaneously. It's a conspiracy. It's a comic conspiracy. Humble bundle's awesome though, and you get DRM free PDFs you can put on any device. They are not a sponsor of the show, but I do love them, and part of it goes to charity. So it's pretty cool. And I know Bink. I don't think they are involved with this campaign, but I know Bink has been involved with them a couple times before. So. It's a cool deal. You should check it out. If you got a nice tablet or something, you know, I wouldn't like recommend reading comics on your phone, but you know, if you got a digital reader, it's pretty cool. Well, that's
something I will say in response to Shannon's, like, this is what happens at night, and Moni's like, I go to bed early because I'm an adult with a job at a library. Don't be like, the FOMO is a thing, but you need to take care of yourself as well. Don't get FOMO in favor of not getting COVID. Because like twice now I've gotten it because I've stayed up for 4 straight days and killed my immune system, right? And I blame the Dallas airport, not ComicsPRO. But I blame the Dallas airport because the people at ComicsPRO are like, they wear face masks and they wash their hands and they're like cognizant of there are people there that are, you know, whatever. The Dallas airport is not. But but when you get to that level of exhausted, you can't protect yourself. So go to bed at some point, get some level of rest. And like for me, one of the things that I'm doing differently this year is I'm going to go to some of those parties. I'm going to go to a lot of those parties, but I made Kyle by himself unplug. I have a reservation at David Chang's Major Domo. I'm going to Chris and Eddie Chriso, the Celebrity Chef's burger joint. Like I'm going to go and enjoy LA. Because so often, like when you're in the business, you go to a convention, you go to an event, you see the hotel, you see the convention center, you see the hotel. Like, I was in LA last year and I didn't see the damn Hollywood sign. Like that's like touristy and stuff, and I've done it before, but like I didn't go to the places I enjoy in the city because I just didn't leave the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to this. Right. I'm going to go down to Sunset and I'm going to hang out by myself and, you know, go to a couple of restaurants. I'm going to go to see if there's a band playing at the Roxy or whatever and do me before I go and come back and wind up at Club Todd until 5 a.m.
Now we've talked about some of the stuff that we can do there, but one of the reasons Megan wanted to come on tonight and you know she's doing tons of stuff, like she's the genius in the chair for us next week, right? But you wanted to talk about some of the stuff that like retailers can do from afar that can't make it, and some of the things they can do, which is also pretty interesting. Can you fill us in on some of that?
So ComicsPRO is amazing that they allow virtual attendees as well, because it does move around every 2 years to get into different markets so different retailers can attend. Because if you're coming from New Hampshire, LA for 5 days is a big money ask, and all, especially if you have a small shop, you might have to close for those 5 days if you don't have the staff. So they allow virtual attendees, and they also allow virtual vendors. And everybody that is vending in person also has a virtual booth you can look at online. And some of these booths have been set up exquisitely. I'm going to plug my friends at Battle Quest have a beautiful booth with a trailer in it and their sampler, and it gives you a chance to actually interact with the people without being in the room and without having to spend all the money to attend outwardly. And I do believe that this year you all are allowing the variants to be shipped for an additional cost to the
Online.
attendees.
Mhm.
But you can go online and get your open up communication with these publishers and other attendees that you don't get to see in person, because it'll be very helpful to just say, I wasn't in the room for a roundtable, but I can now email Justin and ask him all about Summoner Wars, because I own a shop that does games and comics, and I really want to know what this 20-year series is going to be in comics coming up, because it's a 20-year-old game. It's great. But you can also reach out to attendees like, hey, Shannon, I'm not going to be there. Can you teach me? Can you lead me to something to learn more about my store, to help me build a children's program? So it's a great way to do outreach when you're not there in person, and also still feel like a part of the community, whether you are a vendor or a retailer. So, and I will be the person, I'll be playing Oracle for the Prana Bat fam next week. So I'll be in the chair on the communicators.
The woman in the van.
That sounds, ooh, that sounds
like,
kind of
yo,
creepy.
is she getting kidnapped? What's happening?
Oh God, not that.
Oh,
I was thinking micro, you guys.
You
See,
can-
that's the opposite I was going with, because my friend drew me into one of her comics and I'm a cult member in it, where I lead people to the back room. So I'm like, oh no, I've got the naive face, sold me out again. I look like I'm gonna grab some. Have you heard the good news?
So what's cool about a lot of what Megan is talking about, though, is like all of this year, for the first time, a lot of the breakout room kind of sessions, like the things that Shannon puts together, the education panels and things, are going to be available via the webinar system for ComicsPRO attenders. So you know, in the past, it's been, if you want to sit in Shannon's wonderful how to make an employee handbook program, you got to be there. This year you don't. That's part of it. All of the, obviously the big breakfast, lunch, afternoon presentations will be there, will be available through the webinar. But like some of these other like more panel-y discussions, like, you know, the consumer psychology stuff and the how to, you know, I built them all today, so they should all come to mind, right? But there are so many of them that it's just like a wall of this is a lot of stuff we have to manage. And that's what Blake and I are doing, right? Is managing a lot of that. So it's cool that this year a lot of that other opportunity stuff that had been previously in person is available virtually through Hoova, which is the app we use. You know, which I love it. I'm scared to death. I'm exhausted already thinking about it. I need to text Sam from Dreamers and Make Believers about cameras in the morning. Then I need to make a note.
The biggest limitation to Hoova is that you can't put your wet hands in anybody else's hands.
True.
Like it's
real
pretty
problem.
good, but they haven't figured that part
I
out.
haven't figured that out. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm logged into the back end of Hoova. Let me see what I can do, Django.
All coming back to moisture. You need to hydrate or dihydrate if you're in person.
always
make sure
always
that
hydrate.
You can still register for online attendance, like that's still open. So if you are a store owner and you're at home right now, and you're like, oh, I'm watching this and I wish I could go, you can still register for that online attendance. That is still available. And you just go to ComicsPRO.org. You can find it. It's on the homepage. You'll see it. But I'm really excited, like Kyle said, that the classes and things are going to be available. And if you are in Hoova and you're like store owner that's already registered and you're in Hoova, the pre-conference online thing is available in there. All the videos from that, they're on Tuesday. So the conference starts on Wednesday. If you go to the Tuesday in your Hoova app agenda, all the stuff that we did the other day with ICV2 and CBLDF and all of that, that's actually all cut into individual videos on your Hoova app on Tuesday. So you can check out all that stuff, which does include the Shannon talked really fast about what you should do to go to the conference and how to get the most out of it. That's in there. And if you want the slide deck, I'll just send you the slide deck.
Awesome. Well, yeah, definitely make sure to go. If any retailers out there who aren't traveling or listening, or any of like my people, regular comic nerds out there, if some of the stuff we're talking about tonight sounds interesting, let your shop know. Like help your shop, help your shop help you. It's pretty crazy what can happen when you like tell them the stuff you're interested in, the stuff you want to get, and it's crazy what can happen when you just talk to the wonderful people trying to sell you comics. Brian Garside is trying to take over the show here, and I feel like I might as well let him.
Right in the center.
He's got
He's used to
something.
pressing buttons.
He does love.
I'm
those press buttons.
I'm so bothered that I can't press buttons right now. You guys don't even know how much this is like. You know that
Why
I
do you
don't
think I keep doing stuff with my hands, dude?
I don't let other people drive. So imagine like that's how much of a control freak I am.
They pay me to press the buttons on their show. They still fucking press them. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, folks. But
Dude, I sit there not pressing them. Okay, so this is the Hoova app, which is awesome. So you can come here and, like Shannon was saying, there's the agenda where you can actually watch the things that happened pre the show. That was like last Thursday, I want to say.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Shannon, you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be president next year.
Good.
No, I'm not. Joe Murray is president. He's amazing. That is Comic Dad. I never want to take that from him.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, just kidding. Just kidding.
Dad, we love him. We need him.
One of my favorite things in the app is that you can actually create your own agenda, and then it's actually on your phone, and so you'll know where you're supposed to be at all times. And another really, really handy
Hold on.
thing.
Who is this person that knows us way too well? What is this?
Jay.
There's so many. There are so many producers.
That is true. Yeah. All the vendors have vendor pages. So if you go to Comic Shop Assistant or, DC Comics, you'll see information about them. There's
Who's
probably a Managed
that?
Comics page here.
I
There's
think
a
we've
Comics
got
for
ours
Magazine page.
12% set up so far.
And then there's
I made
all
that
kinds
one.
of really cool things. Like there's like icebreaker things and the ability to have conversations with people. So definitely give this a shot. And I think that the con before the con is one of my favorite parts about this thing. Like it's very unique to ComicsPRO, and I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, check that out.
And
That
it
is
doesn't
really
go
cool.
away after. Like you can
No.
go to the Hoova stuff from the years before, and it's still there too. So if you do make a connection with somebody while you're at the conference, or right before the conference, or even online, like through Hoova, we don't shut it down after the con. So if you're like, oh, I want to go back and continue that conversation, like Megan said, with I met somebody from this publisher and I want to touch base with them and I don't remember their email, you can go back to that Hoova app and you can find a way to connect with them through there again, and it's still there.
Yeah. Your messages go all the way back to the first one that you were ever involved with, which is pretty fun.
That is very cool. Yeah, I'll have to play around with that. So I told you all I would try to wrap this up at an hour, and we're actually gonna do it. But we're gonna go a little bit over because I'm gonna go around the room and I want to give everybody a chance to, if you got shops, websites, podcasts, Data Bros shenanigans, POS system, shops, tell us how to support you, give you money, look you up. I want to go around and if you're doing panels or stuff that you want to shout out that you're going to be doing next week, that would be great. Moni, let's start with you because I do know you're doing a panel that I'm pretty a panel or talk. What are these called? What are they called? Are they
All of
panels?
the
What
above
do we
work.
call these?
Classes are short. Yeah, I have 3 of the things with the talkies. I think one of them is for retailers for partnerships with libraries, and 2 of them are for publishers or vice versa.
Other way
right?
around.
I know what I'm doing. I just wanted to test Shannon and see if she memorized it. So, Katie Pride will be joining for the retailer ones. I'm super excited about that. And I'm actually going on behalf of our nonprofit, which is in the comics space. We promote comics and gaming in libraries and classrooms. We also help creators find resources that they need to make a living. So we are creatorsassemble.org. You'll see myself. I'm the co-founder and president, and my other co-founder Joe Barrett will be there with me. I guess I'm married to that guy too, so some of you may know him. He works at Nowhere Games and Comics. You'll see him around. But yeah, super excited to see you all next week. Probably should start planning, and I didn't realize, again, nylon, comfortable shoes, ball gown, all of the things at once. So I'll be the girl head to toe with all of those things. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Moni, do you know Stacy Lott?
Yeah. She works with Joe. Yeah.
It's small world. Like when I was just starting press, like before podcasting or anything, she hooked me up with an Aftershock rep and got me on like an Aftershock press. And so like I was very new and on a press. Anyway, like we've kept in touch over the years. She has one of my Blake's buds. She's awesome people. It's a small world. I'm stoked to. I really hope I get to run into her because we've talked online and nerded out for years, and I'm gonna get to meet her. I think it's exciting times. There's so many people.
Well, and you know,
it's crazy. Like when you do this stuff and you talk to people like remotely, and then sometimes like you get to know people, right? Like I've interviewed people and we keep in touch and stuff, but then like you get to meet them and it's weird but exciting, right? You know, so like I'm real stoked to like run into to most of you and say hi and stuff. I'll keep my hands dry. But you know, like Jamie was like, no, you won't. But you know, it's just it's cool because even with stuff like this and video chats and I talk to Megan every day and we've talked about this. You know, it's just like even when you got a million emails and a million DMs and a million messages, it just kind of feels lonely sometimes. You know, and so I'm very excited to like be around people. You know, I'm probably gonna ruin it. I'm probably gonna be like, you know, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. But
I can't wait for the Bleeding Cool headline that you like bear hugged Robert Kirkman.
Like Comics Magazine's social media manager asked to leave ComicsPRO
for staring at everyone like they were naked. That's why it's gonna be, Blake. That's why.
Well, Moni, that's awesome, and I've known you for a little bit now, and the work you do is amazing, and you do great on a mic, and the shows I've seen you on, you're gonna be great on these panels, and you're gonna be awesome. You're gonna have a great time, and I really appreciate you being on the show tonight, and I hope someone said something helpful. I didn't, but you know, in between the boozing and the karaoke and the sweaty palms, I feel like there was some good tidbits thrown around somewhere.
In there. Yes, no, you guys are all amazing. I'm excited to see everybody next week already. Thank you for having me. And now that you've said it's going to go great, I'm sure I'll have some kind of tech fail or flub. So please give me grace in advance and thank you.
That's what they're paying Blake and I for. So when you have a tech failure flub, you call us and we fix.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Speed dial. Got it.
Moni, any sites or social medias or anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, definitely just creatorsassemble.org is the best one. I can even put it in chat if that makes it easier for folks.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Everybody check that out. All right. Let's see who's next. Django. Another appreciate your time tonight. I know I don't even know how you do anything when you have your own store and then you guys manage or work with all these other stores with this. I don't know how you even find time to breathe, let alone deal with my bullshit for an hour. But I appreciate it. And it was great to hang out with you.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, I have Comic Shop Assistant, which is a point of sale system for comic stores. We've got over 100 shops using it now. Brian's shaking his head, but it's totally true. It's probably because I didn't say that I'm one of the data bros first, because Brian and I are two of the three data bros, along with my business partner, Jeff Figley. Jeff and I also run the Comics Place in Bellingham, Washington. You can find that at thecomicsplace.com. I didn't choose the name. It came with the joint. And I'm going to be on a couple of panels that I know about. Sometimes I get asked to do stuff last minute, but I'll be on from solicit to sales, which is going to be us breaking down kind of from a retailer's perspective, the path that a comic book takes from when the publishers advertise it to when we put it in somebody's hands. And then Brian and I are also on a panel about the Comet Standard, which is my challenge to Brian is I want to record the whole thing and whoever says the word barcode or series code the most loses.
If you go to this panel, the drinking game is try not to die whenever anyone, if you take a drink every time they say barcode or series code.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Issue
coming
sequence
from
number is allowed.
the metadata
Right.
episode you did on Insiders. There was I can't even. There were so many data bombs, like data, metadata.
Yeah.
There's a
Data?
data.
Data?
Data? What's your show called again? The Data Pals?
That's data.
That's one.
Data Bros.
Data Bros. Data Bros.
Launching next week on Blake's Buzz is the Data Pals, and it's going to be even better. I'll tell you that much.
Well, thanks for having
Drier
me.
palms, better pals, better data. No, it won't be better data.
If you
far worse.
just release episodes, it'll be better.
We got episodes in the can, Brian. It's fine.
I know. 58 episodes that are missing. I still don't know where. I think it's a conspiracy.
We just like to talk to each other.
Well, since he keeps talking anyway, I might as well segue into it. Mr. Garside, what all you got going on next week?
Well,
I heard you're doing a
have
panel with
little-
this guy.
We have the data. That's my favorite thing is when I go onto the agenda and find out that I have 2 panels. That was my favorite thing this year.
You
So, yeah.
pitched one of them. One of them you pitched to me. It's your own fault.
I know, but I didn't know I won. So yeah, we have the data discussion, meeting of minds with Django and Katie and the comic crew, and then the secret weapon of comics, which is with Adam, and I think we've got like a bunch of creators, and we're doing. I don't even know. I don't know exactly what that one is, but we'll
probably
figure it
fine.
out before then. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Tell you
I
first, 'cause I know that.
I run Managed Comics, so I'm doing secret meetings for Managed Comics next week. And I also have my own online store, Earth 519. So if you're Canadian, go check out earth519.com. And I'm giving away a Shopify store to somebody who wins it at the charity event next week. So bid on my, and I've built some pretty big websites this year. And I've got like one that's on the go that if I would ever finish it, Django would actually like me again. But you know, I'm terrible at that. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
That's a pretty cool thing to bid on, and I've seen his work. Actually, a lot of you probably have if you signed up for Comics and Magazine. Go to comicsmagazine.com. But yeah, that's very cool. I'm so stoked to meet you next week. We've been. It feels like I've known you fucking forever. But
Yep. Yep.
it's gonna be awesome. Megan, I'm so bummed that I wish I know things changed, but is there Battle Quest is going to be doing some cool stuff there? Is there anything you want to shout out? We should keep an eye out for.
Battle Quest is virtual as well. It's a big year for them, so they're doing some stuff online. But of course, I want to suggest that everyone listen to that first panel, that first big discussion on Thursday morning from Adam to talk about Prana Publishers and Comics the Magazine. If y'all haven't subscribed yet, go to your local comic book store, ask for number 1, ask for number 2. Definitely ask for number 3 because holy cannoli, I just saw what that cover is going to be today.
I did
God.
too.
Oh no,
Guys,
you haven't
gotta
seen the
share
new
it in the
one.
Discord. Like it's not fair that I'm on the Discord and I never get to see things fun.
You are the webmaster, so maybe we can start showing
Yeah,
things.
you would think
to
so,
you.
right? You would think that. Yeah.
I love that
But-
Prana is the opener, the opening
Yeah, it's
band
the
for the
best.
whole thing.
Yes.
The best.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Adam's jerking the curtain.
Woof. That sounded weird. So,
Yeah.
That's a wrestling reference.
Uh-huh. Sure it is.
but if there's anyone looking for distribution in the direct market, please check out Prana Publishers. We work with Lunar, Diamond UK, and Universal. And if anyone wants a amazing quick recap of the week in business, plus all the cool Prana news, we have the Prana Bullet. Check out Battle Quest Comics. And I think those are all the plugs I can give right now. And everyone have fun, be safe, use an Uber to get back from your parties, please. Don't use a rental car.
And make sure you get Comics the Magazine number 3 because is on the cover.
Yep, exactly.
don't think
That's
we
what
can see
$500 gets you. I can do that.
I don't think we can see
500
that.
motherfucking dollars.
But
no,
I want everyone to have fun, be safe, hang out with each other, have a great time, and maybe text me what's happening during that lunch that isn't broadcast.
Kyle, I know we're working it. Is there something other than like your kind of mini planned cheeseburger tour vacation you have going? Like something you're thinking about? Excited about?
That's a bigger question than you know, man. Because the other thing I spent today doing is breaking down some really interesting stuff for the EXP, which will largely fall to Miss Jen and the other person you know from work, Gabe, the beardless wonder, to talk about. But really cool stuff that will be happening. That the EXP will be having hallway conversations as well. And then like the other fun thing that Miss Jen and I are secretly planning is we're going to be doing live sales over on the EXP all week from one of our hotel rooms late at night with whatever we get that day.
Interesting.
So that'll be
That's
fun.
a cool idea.
I want a Kool-Aid Man crash your live streams. It's like
Okay.
it's like kick
Like
the
that's
door
gonna
down.
be hard. Like, and here's the thing though, Blake. Like, our rooms are like together, so like there may just be one of those doors in the middle, and you could actually do it.
Yes. I'm 40 years old. I've never had a my own room at home. I don't get to go a lot of places. I've never been to California. I'm like very, 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 very excited. The first time I was on a plane was my old job. They flew me to Florida to like film my boss run a obstacle course, this like strongman challenge. I didn't even get to. It sucked.
Blake's on a
It
plane.
sucked so bad. I had to sleep outside on the ground because it was like a 24-hour like course. So like I was like anyway. Yeah.
This is
Good
a
time.
Hilton branded outside on the ground.
Yeah, this feels like this is gonna be a totally different work trip. I'm so excited.
I'm just
And
picturing you
too,
running
Kyle.
into the wall of the door going, oh yeah!
Yeah,
And then
oh,
hitting
yeah.
it going, oh no! And
We'll have
falling
to have,
down.
we'll have
Yeah,
to
no.
have like Eton over when I do it because he got a kick out of that Kool-Aid Man joke we made on the show the other day.
Yeah, so I'm excited about what's happening with the EXP. I'm excited about Blake getting to leave Kansas.
City.
If he brings Toto with him, like we're all going to hell. It's gonna
I'm
be
from
awful.
the Missouri
But-
part, you blasphemer. God. Who do you think I am?
Oh, that's why I said it. Anyway, but no, it's I'm just excited to see it's family reunion for the weirdest, most dysfunctional fucking family that isn't my actual family. So
And now, Shannon, I know you are probably you got your fingers in so many stuff. There's so many events. There's so many things. I know you probably can't pick just one, but is there? If I'm going to ask you to pick just one, I know you can't pick just one, but I'm going to have. What's something other than like the social parts and getting to see everybody and the craziness that we all like say breaks us and stresses us out, but we just can't quit this shit, right? So we kind of secretly love it. But like, what are you like legit looking forward to ComicsPRO like affiliated?
I'm really looking forward to this year's lineup of classes. Like, we have an incredible lineup of classes. I'm not gonna lie, the second I was told Moni was coming, I messaged her separately from the email that asked if she could come, then was like, you're gonna do a panel, right? So I was like, you can teach a class, great, congratulations. I'll make sure you get in. But we have such incredible classes. Like, we've got a class that's on scaling your business that is going to be taught by David Wheeler from Dragon Slayer, Phil Boyle from Coliseum, and Mariah from Samurai Comics. Like, I mean, that is incredible. We've got my husband Matt is teaching a class on grading comics on Wednesday, and he's going to actually have a document camera over it and like show you everything that they go through when grading it. I'm so excited for that hands-on. There's just so much that there's a class on how to make reels, and they're actually going to teach you how to do that. I'm so incredibly honored. I am teaching a class on employee development with Joe Ferrara. We are going to be teaching like how to go from like hiring to like developing your employees for the future. It's so awesome to get to do that. And the year that he's celebrating 50th anniversary, I get to do like this awesome class with him. I'm teaching a consumer psychology class. We have a class on how to actually make your store really truly diverse and not just say like, we're about inclusion in our store, but a store that's actually going to talk about like how do you get the creators of different backgrounds in, how do you make sure like you've got the books and stuff, how do you make it not just something you say is a safe space, but it's actually a safe space. And the like we've got Nick Orr from Picture Us on that, Michael Davis from Blurred's Underground, who is a delight of a human if you haven't met him
These
yet.
guys are rad.
Kristen Faraz from Santa Monica Comic Company. Like it's gonna be so good. There's the classes and the people teaching them are so extraordinary this year. Mark is gonna be doing his goal setting and like mindset workshop that everybody loves so much on Saturday morning for all the people who love learning things early in the morning. It's gonna be great. There's so many good classes, and then just like incredible things. There's so much that I cannot even tell y'all yet that is to come. That is going to be awesome for this year. And my phone rings every 5 minutes with some new kind of information and announcement, and which is crazy because I got a new phone today, so it's been in that transfer mode all day. And I had 4 missed phone calls from somebody you don't want to miss phone calls from, and I was like, I'm so sorry. But we've got Robert Kirkman doing keynote. Like we've got so many crazy things. I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be absolutely insane. Keep your eyes on your Hoover apps if you're coming, because the announcements are going to keep flowing over the next few days, and we'll actually be able to like leak information. And like every time I think about it, I'm like, I don't know how this can get any bigger. And then somebody emails me and it's like, hey, what if we did this? So it's gonna be really awesome.
I agree with James. I feel like Shannon's pretty pumped. You got me pumped, Shannon. Like I'm stoked. I'm legit stoked and scared. But I not like not. But well, I just I told Kyle and Adam this is just like I'm going in like really like hoping I get invited back in one way or another, right? And I just want to do a good job, and I'm not anyway. I just you guys have seen my show. Like this is not the tightest run ship on YouTube, so it's just like but we're gonna lock it in and we're gonna take care of it. I'm so excited. Shannon, any social medias for the shop or anything you want to shout out? Or?
Absolutely. For ComicsPRO, it's we are ComicsPRO on social media. ComicsPRO.org is the website. Somebody earlier asked if there's branded ComicsPRO towels. There's not, but there is branded ComicsPRO merch that you can get from thingsbydave.com, which is Dave Murray from Hello Comics makes all of the ComicsPRO merch, and you can find it and other things on his website. So a shout out to Dave and Kate from Hello Comics for being.
I didn't know it was them. That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. That is them. Dave's been doing all that merch. So go to Things by Dave, buy ComicsPRO merch. They're sweet and wonderful people. And then oh my gosh, my social media. So I own Bat City Comic Professionals. This was mentioned at the beginning. We are a 3-time Eisner finalist and a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We teach reading, writing, and art skills to kids, teens, and adults all around the world through our store, and we do it all through comics. You can find us on social media at Bat City Comic Books. You can find our website to learn more about our nonprofit at batcity.org. We are always down to talk about comics and education in whatever way you can. You can literally watch my TED Talk on the subject on YouTube. That's
Hell yeah, awesome, Shannon. I'm getting to know you better. I love everything you do. I love the vibes you put out there. People who love comics are like there's a lot of them out there, but those of us that like love it and work and fight for them is very rare. And so I just people like you are heroes, and I just want to throw that out there. I can't imagine what it's like organizing an event like this. And just all the stuff y'all are doing, and it sounds like it just gets bigger and bigger every year, which is great.
It's a team effort. I mean, honestly, there's the board of directors is all working. They're all playing different parts, but I think the biggest shout out always has to go to Marco, the executive director. He organizes all that time slot for everybody speaking, and he keeps all of that in order. He works on it throughout the year. So huge shout out to Marco for all of the work he does to get that up and running. And then for all of us coming in and telling him, what if we did this, and him just like letting us go and do it, and all of the publishers and all the retailers and everybody coming out with 1,000 different questions, and Marco just facilitating all of it. Like, shout out to Marco for keeping that going year after year. He's been running the show for a long time, and I love that. Yeah, I don't know when he sleeps. Honestly, Tommy, I know that he doesn't. From what he says when he's like, "Oh, I'll sleep after the conference." So, if you see Marco, get him some coffee or something.
And yet he's always like this. Like, he's calm. Like, he's not panicking. You never see Marco like running around with his hands. He's just like calm.
I figured it out. Marco is like Keanu Reeves in that level where he's so fucking smart. He doesn't get worked up by anything because he's already thought of it.
Smart. That's funny because you're either really smart like that or real dumb. Real dumb people don't care about shit. Have you noticed that? Like, they're just blissfully ignorant, right? It's also shout out to Adam. The reason I would have asked you, I thought Jeff was going to be here, and it filled up quick, and so that would have been. We can only have 8 people, so yeah. Please don't fire me. I love you, Charlie Stickney. I'm so stoked to meet you next week too. I've known Charlie for years now. Interviewed him a couple times. White Ash is amazing. I believe it might be on Kickstarter right now or about to be. But yeah, he said he has a little table there. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to get to meet and see my boss. The first time I'm going to meet Adam. Like, it's just, it's going to be real cool. Everybody, this was so fun. And like, thank you so much. And like, and honestly, like I feel better, like, cause I've said like 8 million times that I'm nervous about this, but like listening to y'all talk and how like, even though like everybody's there to work, it's still important to have a little bit of fun and be social. That made me feel a lot better, and it just seems to be real welcoming and a good vibe that I'm really stoked to experience. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time, especially like some of y'all with like comic book shops. I know Wednesdays are crazy. Really appreciate you. Did we miss anything? Is like anything else anybody wants to shout out or say before we tell everybody to have a good night?
See you, ComicsPRO.
Is this the part where we thank everyone for saving? No, that's wrong.
Shaving comics.
Yeah, shaving comics.
Awesome.
We thank Gabe for shaving his beard. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Gabe. Thank you. You did the hard work, but I'm not doing it. Like I said, I do shave my beard every now and then, but it's usually because I'm sad. Because I can't. I'm bald. I can't bleach my hair, right? So it's like I can't get my hair done, so I shave, and then like I get mad about it. Or I'll shave just like a mustache, like a weirdo. I do that every now and then too. Anyway, I
punish someone else.
That's a whole different show topic. Maybe next week. Next week I'll be in California. We're not doing a show next week, folks. Sorry, you might miss me. Hopefully, maybe, no promises. I'm going to take this camera out there and some wireless mics. We're going to get frisky. Might see what happens. Who knows? I had an amazing panel tonight. I had such a great time talking to all of you. And I've said this a million times. And Adam, if you're still listening, like, thank you so much for giving me a shot and putting me on this team and putting me in a position where I get to meet amazing people and work in comics and do real work. Because it's very fulfilling. Even though I lose sleep over it and get tummy aches sometimes, but that's okay. That's just on Tuesdays. But it's your fault, Brian. Anyway, everybody, thank you. Like I said, no show next week, but we'll be back later. I got some cool guests lined up. I always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now get out of here. Get those comic books you bought today and love more, hate less, read comics, baby. We're going to California.